I turn it over to you.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Wow,
I forgot I have my gloves in my pocket.
Betsy's probably a little upset because I'm eating watermelon and not helping with the onions. That's all right, right? Yeah. World's laziest rooster. But look what we have along the way, a snack. I'm not saving any for Jose. That's because I ate most of them already. Good morning.
Good morning.
Today is?
September 14.
Yeah, and it is. Wow, the month is cranking along.
Yeah, I think we are almost halfway of September.
Yep, and lots of projects that we need to get done.
Yeah.
We have our apple cider press party coming up on the 1st of October. So that's like 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of things we need to get done before that to get prepped. A lot of cleanup on the property. And we still have to stay focused on all the fall projects we need to get done.
Yeah.
For the apple cider press party though, what did we go do last night?
We haven't been funny last night.
Yeah, we went over to Uncle Harry's and he put a motor on our apple grinder for us.
Yeah.
Uncle, we haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, where you guys been?
Farming.
Farming, and it looked like you haven't been busy.
Yeah, I had to revamp this a little bit. I know you guys was.
Yeah.
That hand crank was getting old.
So this is the grinder for our apple cider press. And last year, if you all remember, Jose was hand grinding.
Yeah.
All day. We
All
did
day.
2 full days of apple cider pressing. And you were doing this repeatedly for 2 days.
The bad news, I don't have time to.
See,
Oh,
I had to put this on there.
yeah. Uncle put a beer holder on there for Jose. So while we're making apple cider, Jose can be drinking beer. Thank you for that. It's the details that matter, right, Uncle?
Oh, yes. It took me a while to think of that.
Yeah, no, you're amazing. We love you. So you put a motor on this thing.
Yes.
And you had to create like a whole system so that nobody would get hurt because somebody easily could have gotten hurt.
Yes, there's a pulley system, with a flywheel. It's kind of a heavy type flywheel on it, and then I put the motor on it, and I had to build a guard over it so you can't get your fingers in there.
Yeah, we don't want any little kids or adults who
Walking
maybe
by.
are taking a little too much of this to get hurt.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're going to run a few apples through it and see how she works.
All right.
Okay, Jose, it's all you.
Jose's
are
the
you
operator.
ready?
I turn it
Yeah.
over to you.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Wow, all right. Nice. Wow, that's incredible. Thank you.
That's
You're
perfect,
welcome.
Yeah.
It's going to
Appreciate
make work a lot easier this year at the apple cider press party.
Yeah, and these are winter apples, so they're pretty hard.
They're hard. Well, they're not quite ready yet to be eaten.
No, you think you can kill
Yeah.
somebody with?
Yeah, well,
They're pretty tough.
Yeah.
all
We
right.
just wanted to try it with some good hard ones because just to go to the extreme on one side.
Yeah.
And
So, Uncle, we're getting close to the end of summer. Let's talk a little bit about maple syrup season.
oh, that's my favorite season.
I know, it's coming up quicker. We're almost halfway there. So, do you think it's going to be an early maple season this year or late maple season?
Well, the chief meteorologist, Carl, what Carl said, he said with the El Nino that it looks like we're going to have a little less snow this winter. And
Yeah.
usually with a little less snow, the temperatures are a little warmer. It's an earlier, is what I'm guessing.
Okay, all right.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm going to say right at this area, it'll be around the beginning of March,
Okay.
first week.
Ooh,
Okay.
ooh, that'll be fun. Okay,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
ready for that.
It's good for us.
All right, Jose, get back to doing some apples.
All right.
And it came out really nice.
Yeah. Hopefully this year it will be more easy for me.
Yeah, there won't, because we were just cranking that handle. The other thing is we'll be able to press a lot more because that's set off to the side. So we can grind the apples and then fill the press, and then we just have to press the apples. So that's going to work out really good, I think. So one of the projects you're in here working on is?
Say goodbye tomatoes.
Yeah, you know, the first year we farmed, one of the other farms pulled their tomatoes and put in spinach, and I thought, well, that was kind of dumb. Why would they pull their tomatoes before they were done producing? And then last year we got an early frost, and I was like, oh, the wise farmers that I am not yet. So what we're doing is we just pulled one row. We have 3 rows of tomatoes. We just pulled one row, and we're going to replace this with spinach because this high tunnel is staying, or this hoop house is staying up all winter. And so we planted kale and Swiss chard here. This bed will be spinach. Eventually we'll take out these tomatoes. That'll be another bed of spinach. And then I'm not sure what we'll do on the far wall yet. Maybe grow some bok choy or something on the far one.
That'll be fun,
Yeah, because we have bok choy in the greenhouse. So, you know, just trying to get, so we have some fall and possibly some winter crops depending on how cold it gets up here this year.
Yeah, hopefully not too much.
Yeah, and one of the projects we've been wanting to get done was our grape trellising, and our friend Isaac's been coming over and helping us.
Yeah, we are here.
We're here in the vineyard, which you can see, it's amazing. Sort of. So we have a bunch of holes that have been dug here for 2 years, and then some over here we just did earlier this spring, and we need to put in our posts. So we built the trellis and we put in the stakes. This weekend he's coming over, he's gonna tie off the grapes, and we're gonna do some cuttings off of the ones that are vining out and try to replace the ones that died back.
Yeah.
We also picked up a bunch of cuttings yesterday from our friend Olivia at Pileated Farms.
Yeah.
They have a really great grape that's growing on their property. They call it a wild Concord. And so we got a bunch of cuttings from that. We're going to try to get those rooted, and then we'll use those to plant maybe another 10 next year, which is exciting. And then today, Betsy and I are doing the onions.
Yeah, it is the time.
Yeah, it is way late, but our onions grew so well this year, they just didn't want to die back.
No. Well, I think you have to do right now.
Yeah. But they clearly got some frost early in the season. A lot more than usual went to seed this year.
Yeah.
Did you see that? They're flowering over there. So we're out here pulling our onions, and some of them went to seed this year. You can see it's got a seed head on it. These guys won't store very good, so we'll pull these ones and set them aside. You can use them for fresh eating, but they won't keep with the rest of the onions. So we're gonna pull them aside. We have so many onions this year. Last year was a horrible onion year, and so I added more beds this year, and now the bounty is out of control. So all we're doing is, we're supposed to have a couple of sunny days here. We're just pulling the onions and laying them out in the bed. They are still not usually the necks have dried, the plants have fallen over long before now, but they did not do that this year. So they're still growing, and so we're just pulling them and laying them out to try to get them dried out. So that's what Betsy and I are doing. So over here we have shallots. Over here we have yellow onions. Betsy, would you like the shallot row or the yellow onions?
I don't care.
Okay, well, if you take the shallot row, you have to pick more weeds at that end.
Then I pick yellow.
Okay, so she's gonna do yellow onions. I'm gonna do this end because the other end was where the sweet onions were, and we just have to pull all the weeds.
Yeah, it looks like you will be having fun today, yeah?
I am gonna have a lot of fun pulling some onions. I probably am gonna smell very oniony by the end of the day.
What's better, garlic or onions?
I don't know, I love pulling garlic. There's something about that garlic coming out of the ground. Next year, hopefully we do it again, huh? All right, let's get to work, Jose.
All right. Pour tomatoes.
Pobre tomato.
I forgot I have my gloves in my pocket. Yeah, so now I am picking out all of these tomatoes plant, and then I wanna throw away on the compost pile, and it is an open area, so that is the chicken they have access to eat whatever it is in the chicken and the compost. So it will be perfect because there's a lot of good tomatoes still here in the plant, so they will be happy. Happy chicken.
Yeah, being over here is probably great for her.
Okay, right now the next thing I had to do is running the lawnmower to try to pick it out of the pick almost almost some grass, you know what I mean. And then I will run in the two-wheel tractor. Look a little better. So the next thing, or the next step I will do is run the two-wheel tractor at least twice, and then do a little rack to try to clean more. And I will try to finish today everything here. It's just a little work. I think it will take me about maybe 2 hours. Okay, now it's ready to do this spinach transplanting. So it looks a little better than it was. It take me almost a whole day, but we start a little late today here. Maybe it was 11:30 when I start working, but the project is finished for today. So I'm glad we put the spinach in the ground.
All right, so Betsy and I are in here now putting the onions out on the beds to dry, which is a huge project, although it's going faster than I thought it would. I'm kind of surprised. So we cleaned off these. We're just laying them out. We'll run a fan in here to try to get these dry because we have so many onions. Usually you can put them in a single layer, but they are thick in here right now because we don't have a lot of space. But Jose harvested some of our watermelons today, and wow. This right here is a little piece of heaven. Right here. Yum, yum, yum. Although, Betsy's probably a little upset because I'm eating watermelon and not helping with the onions. That's all right, right? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna finish this and then I'll help you guys on. What are you doing?
Well, it is Sunday.
It's Sunday.
Yeah, and kind of like my day off.
Oh, it's your day off?
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Yeah, but
Are you gonna work on your day off?
yeah.
I see. Okay, Jose wants me to introduce our plants. So one of our members brought us several tree starts or plant starts, bushes, I don't know, shrubs, whatever you want to call them. So we're very excited, and what we're going to work on today is getting these in the ground because in the past we've been so busy, people have brought us stuff and we haven't gotten it in the ground.
Yeah.
But when people are bringing you things that are hard to buy places, it's good to get them going. And so what we have here, I'm very excited about these. These are sea buckberries, or sea buckthorn, or sea... Why can't I think of it all of a sudden?
I have no idea.
You have no idea why. Okay, well, anyway, sea buckthorns. I'm very excited. These are an interesting little fruit, and we are really happy to be adding it to the homestead or farm here. And then somebody brought us some service berries. Same person brought us service berries. And we're going to get those in the ground. And then they also brought us, what's the last thing? Elderberries. So the elderberries are there around the corner. So we are going to try transplanting all of those today. The first thing we need to do, though, is go out and decide where we're going to put them.
Yeah, because some trees they grow tall and big, huh?
Yeah, we don't want, we got to put them where they're not necessarily going to shade things. The elderberries like to be more in a wet area, so I'm going to look down, maybe see where we can put those. And then the sea buckthorn like full sun. And these guys, I have no idea. My uncle has them at his house. I think if we just put them somewhere, they'll be fine, right?
Yeah, I think so. They're kind of like a wild.
Yeah, my uncle calls them sugar plums.
Yeah.
But they're also known as service berries. They're almost like a really tiny apple is what they seem like to me. They're just very, very small, but they're good.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, it'd be fun to add those to the farm.
Yeah.
Okay, so you ready to go out and see where? Well, Jose's gonna water them. We want to keep them very moist right now while we're trying to get the roots.
It's pretty hot today, huh?
Oh, we are in a hot, for the UP, we're in extreme hot stretch. We haven't had 90-degree weather all summer.
Yeah.
But we are supposed to get high 80s and low 90s the next like 3 or 4 days.
Yep.
Through Tuesday.
Yeah.
Which, ooh. And it's September. September, and it is cooking hot. The good news about that, though, is we need a few things to finish ripening, like some of our melons. And our winter squash. So this heat will just help get us a nice finish to those plants.
Today is a good day to harvest watermelon or melon.
Yeah, we harvested 3 watermelons the other day. We have more that are almost ready, so we'll get those for members. We're also going to harvest our beans today because we've been harvesting our beans on our normal harvest day, but we don't have time.
No, the harvesting bean, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, beans are very intensive, but we at Saturday market, we sold 2 full totes of beans.
Yeah.
It was crazy. A lot of beans sold. They haven't been selling very good this year, but this last weekend they did. So we're going to try to harvest from Munising Market and take a bunch. We've been selling them a little bit in bulk so people can can them or freeze them.
Yeah, and the next next round of corn is coming.
Oh yeah, the corn. Our next round of corn is almost ready. Oh, it's just going to be good. This time of year is always fun.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go look for a place to plant these.
Okay. Don't worry, man.
World's laziest rooster. Hi, Christoph. What are you doing? Huh? Yeah, very lazy chicken. But he's one of our favorites, so he's got a special place here.
All right.
Okay, so I think this might be the area we're going to do the sea berries.
Yep.
Jose started mowing it, but ran into a wasp's nest.
They are not happy.
No. Still today they seem very angry. Jose may have to fully clothe up, put on a thing to finish mowing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this area, the sun comes up from this side over here. All of our garden beds are over here. What we don't want to do is put too many really tall trees here. Here in the UP we get a very short growing season and we don't want to shorten it anymore by shading some of our gardens. So putting low bushes here is a better idea to still allow the sun to hit the gardens as soon as possible. I think if we did a bunch of 40-foot trees, we would really impact our growing, and we don't want to do that. So I think the sea buckthorns are going to go right here.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, clean up and do it along here so Jose can mow on either side of them. We have the raspberries down both sides back here. And so I think this is just a good spot for it. And then what we can do is on the other side of the fence or in other little areas here, add some. Because I have a funny feeling sea buckthorn are going to be something we really want to do here on the farm. But look what we have along the way, a snack. I'm not saving any for Jose. That's because I ate most of them already. There's more up here. It's right here, right here. No. Wait for me. Wait for me. He's not waiting for me. I know, look at him. Where? Oh, could be. Oh yeah, raspberries spread all over. Let them spread. Let those raspberries spread. Look at this.
So we had to.
Yeah, those get cut off now. 2 for you, 1 for me. Okay, moving on. Yeah, the other day after we worked on our grapes, we didn't finish showing. Whoops, wrong one. We didn't finish showing, but you can see we marked all of our grapes and we put down mulch. Yep. So now we know which ones are alive, which ones need to be replaced. So thanks, Isaac, for helping us.
Yeah.
So we're going to come in and do some trellising this week on the grapes. Yay! One of the other things is we had thought we lost all of our kiwi berries.
But no.
But we have 6 of them along here. So hopefully one of them's a male. I think it probably is. We had put in last year, I think 12 females and 3 males. So hopefully one of these that's left is a male plant. But we are also going to continue the vineyard for kiwi berries over in the far garden bed over there where we're putting strawberries in. So that we got plenty of room. So I think this would be a good area for the 2 elderberries. Plus, we planted 3 elderberries in one of the garden beds.
Yeah.
And they're doing all right, but I think what we'll do is we're going to transplant those down here too, only because where I put them, I didn't realize at the time how big elderberries got. And I'm afraid they're going to shade some things. They're going to be in the way when we want to move our tunnels. So I just think it was a bad decision.
Well, we can move it. I think we have time.
Yeah, no. And they're in good shape. I think if we put them down here, they'll do really well. So this is a low area on the farm. This is our apple orchard right here, so we have all apple trees down in here. But I think along this fence line, if we put about 5 elderberries in here, they are not going to bother the apple trees at all. And I think they'll be a nice addition. We also have another area outside of the fence where we could plant some elderberries, I think, in the future. So we have a good elderberry supply, because elderberry jam is supposed to be very good. The juice from it is supposed to be very good for you. So yeah, I think it'll be a good addition to the farm. So I think that's where we'll do this. And then now I have one more option for where we could put those last couple of trees. So we'll go look at that. It's where we had put our peaches. So we'll go look at that. So this is where we planted our peach trees.
Yeah, but they are dead.
Yeah, they're a couple survived.
Yeah.
We've got one here, and we've got one right here. This one's a nectarine. I don't know if this is a peach or a nectarine. I need to look at my list. Wow, the bees are definitely hot.
They are hot.
They're bearding pretty good. We just don't get days like this up here, so the bees are probably like, what is happening? Yeah. I feel like they're not happy. But anyway, this is where we can put the service berries, I feel like. Over here along this fence line. They won't shade anything. They'll be out of the way. And we can just let them grow over the next few years. So I think we'll try doing those here, because we know service berries do very well up here. And because this isn't an ideal area for a lot of things, it might be a good service berry area. So we're going to do that. So that's the plan, Jose.
That's the plan.
Yeah.